What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Comics Noob Podcast. My name is Chris, the Comics Noob, and with me, as always, is my co-host, my boy, Alec AJ Dubs. What's up, man?
That's me. That's this guy right here.
That's that guy. Guys, what's up? This is the first ever episode number 20, and it is a big one.
Hey, the first episode number 20? What do you mean?
The first ever episode number 20. And like I said, it's a big one. We've got a lot to talk about, so we're going to do that. But first, I want to tell you that we are a part of the Comics Podcasting Network. You can get to them at comicspodcastnetwork.com. comicspodcast.com. What? I'm an idiot. Comicspodcast.com. You can get there from that. There's a whole bunch of other really cool podcasts on there, comic-related. And so go check those out if you want to hear other such related stuff. But right now, you're listening to us, and we thank you for that. So, guys, what is this? If you don't know what we do, we talk about comics. Doy. Okay? We start with number ones of as much recent stuff as we can get our hands on, and we talk about it. And we have our favorites like DC Rebirth, and we're doing some Marvel, we're doing Image, we're doing Boom, we're doing Coffin, we're doing Dark Horse. We do I think we pretty much have a comic.
Yeah, Image is really, really taking like the cake for me right now, man.
I know.
Like every single time I pick up some random ass series I see from them, it's just like
it's always been just
it's just fucking amazing.
Yeah, just balls out, you know. So that's what we do here. This is a spoiler-filled podcast. So if you haven't read it, well, too bad. Stop the podcast, go read it, and then come back. So, guys, what we're going to talk about today? Well, we're going to talk... we got a lot. We're talking about... we're going to finish off the Night of the Monster Men storyline thing that's been running across 3 different comics, and this one's ending in Detective Comics 942, I believe, is the correct number. Yep, 942. So we're going to finish off Night of the Monster Men, and then from there, we're going to go to All-Star Batman number 3, and then from there, we're going to go to Batman Beyond Rebirth, which we've been meaning to get to, and we just haven't had a chance to get there. But we're finally getting there this week. So we're going to do that, Batman Beyond Rebirth. Then we're going to hit a little Flash, number 8, our friend the Flash. And then we're going to skip DC. We're going to pop out of the DC realm, and we're going to head over to Marvel for a spell. And we're going to hit Steve Rogers, Captain America number 5. And then after that, we're going to go to the aforementioned Image Comics, and we're going to go finish off with a little Kill or Be Killed, one of our favorite comics that we're reading. So I think that should do it for the intro. How about you? Think good?
Yeah. Sounds about good. We always have really long intros and outros, so
not really, dude.
Okay.
We're always in it. We're always in the first thing around now, which is about 3 minutes. So I'm happy. Anyway, let's get moving on to Night of the Monster Men, number 6, part 6, in Detective Comics 942. Which cover did you get?
I got the one when he's like looking into the monster's mouth.
Fucking fantastic. In fact, you know what?
Yeah.
We should probably throw that on the Instagram, which you can
Yeah,
get to.
I was gonna take a picture. See, here's the thing. I was gonna take a picture of all of the comics that I just read today, and put them up. But the thing is, every single time I do that, I end up getting you somehow roped into reading all the series I'm reading. So, I want to be a little careful. I want to be a little careful with which
certainly
fucking covers I put up.
So
because I don't want to put up like Generation Zero and then Valiant fucking comments, and they're like, "Hey, tell us what you think," and now you're gonna fucking have to read it with me.
Yep,
so.
because now we're in what's that next one? Perfect Dark. Now I gotta go and grab
Twisted Dark.
I gotta go get Twisted Dark, fucking volumes 1 through 19, and fucking read all those.
You're looking at like 1,200 pages of shit now, all
Fuck,
because
man.
Comics was like, "Hey, let us know what you think."
Yeah, so, I mean, our comic.
It's like bittersweet because I don't want to not post it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like,
but that's cool though. But you know what?
It's
cool. You know what? Post it because I like getting the exposure. I like them seeing that we're doing our thing, and that's really fun. So you know what? Post it. Who cares? If I listen, I'm really gonna get mad that you're making me read something awesome. No, not gonna happen. Anyway, let's get into this. This is the last part, Al, and overall, what did you think? I mean, I'll go to a little recap in a second, but what did you think? How'd you like it? You think it ended well? You think it was a good good run?
Yeah. I liked what became the whole, what the monster is, why Strange did it type of thing.
Yeah.
I liked that a lot. I liked also how I don't know if it's just being of how Detective Comics is because I don't keep up with it. I don't know if it's just how this is written, but I really like how at least in this arc, like everyone has like equal parts. Batman's not necessarily, the focus. Like there's Nightwing, there's Batwoman, there's fucking Orphan, there's Spoiler. They're all
over
doing
and
their
over
thing.
3 different comics: Detective, Batman,
exactly.
and Nightwing. So yeah, we've got to see kind of the focus shift in and out of these characters, which has been just fucking.
Because characters like Spoiler are gonna be the future. Those are the characters that are gonna be going for the next 70 fucking years in the comics. You know what I mean?
And I don't know Spoiler or
and Orphan too.
Yeah.
Orphan. Dude, you have to read fucking Batman and Robin Eternal to learn where Orphan's from.
I will. I absolutely.
The original,
me, man. That's fucking Snyder. I'm definitely going to get in that.
Yeah, they're fucking. Her story's fucked.
Yeah. So and also Batwoman. Like I'm not privy to Batwoman, and I'm learning a lot about her, and I really like the character.
Yeah, she seems to be fucking solid. I
fucking because I know Batgirl. Barbara Gordon. I fucking know Batgirl. I'm like, who's this Batwoman, But then again, that's why I'm the comics noob, and this is the whole point. So a quick recap of what this final part was is, we had Doctor Strange's call to Batman. He called him out, and this last monster morphed into the combination of all the other 4 monsters into this one ginormous monster who's rampaging through the city. The 4 Batwoman, Nightwing, Orphan, and Spoiler, they all man a Wayne Tower, okay? Which is fucking Watchtower, sorry, but they're all like, Bruce Wayne owned buildings. Dude. Yeah. All right, we'll get to that in a second. So they man the tower, they're fighting the thing. Nightwing figures out what he has to do to bring this thing down. He jumps inside its mouth, brings it down. In the meantime, you have Batman fighting Doctor Strange, and it being, he's saying, Doctor Strange, like, you can't touch me because if you do, this suit will kill me that I'm wearing, because he's wearing a bat suit just like his, just like Batman's. And he's like, but if you punch me, if you hurt me, anything more harder than like a toss of a football into my stomach, I will die.
No, not a football, a footfall, like him walking.
Wait, I read that wrong. Oh, I'm an idiot. So footfall.
It's okay. That's something I would have done too.
All right, I get. I'm not bad. Oh, footfall. I read it as. I was reading on my phone. I read the comic on my phone. So, okay. So footfall. Sorry, football. I'm an idiot. Yeah. So Batman fucking outsmarts him, and I fucking love the people who are writing Batman right now, and I wish I should be reading Detective Comics because I mean, who's Orlando is writing this one? Or no? Yeah, wait a second. No,
with this arc,
it was Orlando. It was Steve Orlando. Yeah, okay. You know what though? But these guys know Batman. Like, so what happens is, guys, is as Doctor Strange is fucking monologuing and shit, right? Batman just keeps, you see him getting really mad, and he like punches the wall next to Strange, and Strange has got a smile on his face, and he just keeps telling Strange, stop talking, stop what you're saying, don't say, be quiet, just stop and I'm like, it says, trust me, Strange, you want to stop talking, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and it was so great because at the panel he says you do not want to go down that road, because he's asking him about his look, Batman, another dead partner, and like, you don't want to go down. So they make you think it's this, like, he's just getting like into Batman's head, and I'm like, but that's out of character for Batman. Come to find out,
he was literally just making him talk so he ran out of breath.
Yeah, and Clayface is just all over that building. He covers the building, and turns out Batman was holding his breath the entire time, and Doctor Strange loses consciousness, and just fucking yet again another Batman amazing thing from Batman. Like, I'm like. I mean, I read Batman a long time ago, and getting back into it, I'm just like, God damn it, Batman is the fucking man.
Exactly.
Like, he's just the man. You don't understand. He's just the fucking man, and that's it. So that, and then he ends. So then that ends Strange, and then the Justice League come in and they help clean up the city, and they said they always knew, like, we were never off our feet, guys, because we have these people and everything. And then and then it just cuts to the end with Bruce and Kate. Oh shit, what's her name? Isn't it Kate?
I forgot. Hold
Oh,
on.
Jesus. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. Yeah.
I always fucking.
Kate, yeah.
I always fucking.
Her name is.
draw back on things.
She's Kate. Oh damn it, we knew this. What happened?
Because we're stupid. I don't know.
Who was his mom? Why do I keep thinking Stryker? Anyway, she's
Stryker.
Yeah, because there's so many strikers. Because it was just Luke Cage and shit. Yeah. And anyway, so it's his cousin, right? So anyway, so they're looking at the 4 graves of the 4 people who were the monsters and were used for those experiments and stuff. And then it like sets up for the next, I guess, Detective Comics 943. But some really cool stuff in there. I mean, it was a great end. The way Nightwing jumps into the inside of the thing and he has to basically, he has the antidote, shoves it in there, turns the baby back into a baby monster. But I mean, there was just some really awesome images in this one, man. I think out of the entire 6-part series, I think this was the best. Like on the first page, Batman swinging past the building is a bat symbol. His shadow is the bat symbol, right? All of them flying through the city. But I thought it stopped raining. I don't know why it's still raining. Wait, and then when they jump into the fucking the towers and they all light up with their own symbols and they all jump in the cockpits, right? I was like, oh shit, that's like fucking Power Rangers right there.
Yeah.
It's a fucking Power Rangers right now. Such an awesome page, right? And then you go into when he jumps into the penthouse with Doctor Strange and he's got these Batman's brain is up on the wall. He's got all these notes and like that Da Vinci symbol, but with Batman, with the
He's
man.
on a throne of books.
He's on a throne of books with a big red bat. It's like so fucking cool, like so devious. Like what a great way to do for that, like that villain, and just I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. The art was fun. I don't like at the end that they look too cartoony. Bruce Wayne looks like he's a fucking stock investor. Like he doesn't look like he's like a buff bat dude. You know what I'm saying? So
he does look like a stock investor, definitely.
Like a skinny stock investor on Wall Street. It's kind of I didn't like that at the very end. I thought it was out of place for the comic, but
that's the end of a story arc. Whatever. The next comic's going to be the beginning of.
Yeah. Well, this Batman was kind of thin, though.
Suicide or whatever it is.
Well, yeah. Well, he's supposed to be now. He's going to go after Bane, though.
There's also going to be another story arc in Detective Comics called The Victim Syndicate.
Right, which we will probably not read. Not going to lie, we're probably
I'd like to, but I have so much going on.
We have a lot, yeah. I mean, well, we're going to have to like catch up on Detective. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, what else? What else, man? Just fucking good end. I just enjoyed the shit out of it. What else? What did you come away with?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, I like the story arc. I was talking to my friend Tom, the one that I want to bring on the podcast, the artist of the comic that I'm in and stuff like that. I was talking to him about it, and he brought up a good point. He says it reminds him of like the really old school Batman when there was a lot of weird shit, aliens and monsters and stuff like that. There was I have Batmanga, this Japanese comic Batman comic series from the 60s, and there's a lot of like supernatural weird type shit in there. So it's kind of like about that stuff, which is cool. But
no, that's
this next story arc I'm guessing is going to be your typical Batman versus Bane type shit.
Yeah, which is cool because I'm looking to see how that plays out. But yeah, so I guess that's it for this one. This was good. This was really good. I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of the stuff. But I really like this arc, especially the last thing I just want to mention was that the fact that it really like in the beginning Batman was like, guys, we need to do this. I'm going to trust in all of you to remember your training, do the right thing, and let's get this done. And at the end, it's just they all came together and they did their thing. And it was very apropos that it was not Batman that had to take down the thing and save the city. He had to go face his own battle. And I loved it.
Yeah,
and I loved every second of it. I really did. I loved every second of this arc. So definitely good stuff. Definitely good stuff.
And I don't know if we spoke on like how the monster was like the things that make up him psychologically.
Oh yeah, we didn't even mention that. But yeah, Nightwing in the middle of it realizes, he says 4 monsters become a 5th: grief, manipulation, childhood fear. He's like, what does it amount to? What does it amount to? Ego. Oh, it's ego. And this was Doctor Strange's psychosis of Batman when he had it completely fucking wrong, obviously, because like he said, Batman doesn't fear them or run from his monsters. He embraces them. And that's what makes Batman. And that's what's so fucking dope. You know what I mean? So, yeah, good point. Good stuff. Guys, if you haven't read the arc yet, if you haven't finished it, by all means, get on it, because it's so good. So good. All right, so why not move on to our next one, which is going to be All-Star Batman number 3. Scott Snyder, John Romita Jr. Guys,
All-Star Batman.
This fucking comic was fucking brutal. And I mean that in the best sense I can possibly say. Just fucking amazing. Amazing. Which cover did you get?
It was actually hard for me to choose which one I wanted to get, but I ended up grabbing the one when he's fighting the KG Beast on top of the truck that it seemingly kind of looks like Two-Face is driving.
Really? You didn't go for the one I posted on Instagram? That black and white fucking...
Yeah, like I said, it was really hard to choose which one, but I really like the in-action two of them fighting, because that's like a really old school type cover for me.
I was gonna say that. Yeah. I was gonna say that.
I love shit like that. That was also jumping ahead a little bit. That was also my choice in the Flash cover when it points to him.
Oh, because I was going to ask you.
The Kid Flash,
I was going to ask you about that. So we'll get to that in a minute. But, or a few minutes. Yeah, guys. Really quickly, this is part 3 of issue 3. I don't know how many this is going to be.
I don't know either.
But it's
a lot.
The title is My Own Worst Enemy Part 3. So I don't know. So we're at part 3 of this particular story with Two-Face, and so we got a little. We see the fight. We see the fight with the KG Beast, and then we see we get
fucking brutal.
Get some. Yeah, we're gonna get to the nitty gritty of it, but I just want to briefly go over that. He fights with KG Beast. Some things happen. He ends up going and meeting up. They get away because they're about to be fucking decimated. They meet one of his hunchback friends, Harold Allnut, a genius inventor. They end up.
Are you familiar with Harold at all?
Not at all.
No, he was like a.
Hold on, don't tell me. We'll get into that. Let me just finish the recap. So, and then we get them. They're going to head back into the city. Oh no, they're headed back to. They're trying to get to this house. Come to find out that the whole flashback thing with Harvey is that they both went to this kind of orphanage, but like Arkham decided to build a good Arkham house instead of like an asylum that was like horrible, and they sent wayward boys there, and he first met Harvey Dent there, and they became friends, and they never even knew who they were. It was like boy 2A and 2B. They didn't know who they were. They met later, then they realized it, and then. And that's why Batman's like, this is the house he's talking about where this antidote is, blah, blah, blah. So they get ambushed, and then, Batman ends up getting some fucking green shit, acid type shit into his fucking eyes, which was fucking freaky. So let's talk about that real quick, and then we'll go to the color wheel one afterwards. The Cursed Wheel, it's called, part 3. So. Yeah, all right. So go ahead. Talk about Harold. I don't know who this guy is. You know him?
Harold? I'm not too familiar with him, but I think it was the Hush series of Batman he showed up in.
Oh my God, I have to remember that one. I read it so long ago.
Yeah, I have it actually. If you want to borrow.
Oh no, I have it too.
Yeah, he was just like an inventor. He was like a guy. Like I said it here. He was deaf, I think.
He's mute, yeah.
And he's mute, and I don't know I think he's deaf, and he just reads lips or some shit like that. Yeah. So but he's just like a genius fucking inventor. He made something really cool for him. I don't remember. I could be fucking wrong. I could be way off. I could be confusing it because of what he said in here, but I think he might have also been around back in the Nightfall series, like way back then.
If you notice the panel where he's working on Harvey, so Harvey gets fucking shurikens in his fucking eye socket.
Yeah,
all
major
right.
Arteries.
We'll get to that fight in a second. But since we're talking about Harold, when you look, he's in his garage. He's working on Harvey, and there's all these Batmobiles in the foreground, right? Go look at that page.
Exactly.
And then in the background, you see the suits.
Yeah.
Look at all the bat suits in the background.
Yeah.
Fucking dope, man.
Exactly. And John Paul Valley, Azrael's Batman, didn't use a Batmobile. He used the this underground rail car that was on abandoned railways that trains run on. And like it was mapped out like perfect routes to get around the city in the fastest possible amount of fucking time.
Nice, yeah.
And I don't know what's making me think of this, but I really think it was that guy that made the initial model of it. I gotta go back and find out.
Probably was.
I could be way off, totally confusing this, but I think that might have been him that did that.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about fucking KG Beast. This motherfucker.
Yeah,
obviously we're not done with him because we got this whole thing where it describes his costume: enhanced slow twitch muscle fibers for endurance, enabled fast twitch muscle fibers for speed, his twist woven graphene endoskeleton for shielding, adrenal flooding for hysterical, quote unquote hysterical strength, his fucking gun and his fucking self sharpening machete. Like, this fucking motherfucker is insane, man.
This is why this guy is so fucking expensive, though, because this is his suit. This is what he does. You know what I mean?
Then it says Batman, Bat Knuckles. Like, fucking Snyder, man. This guy's awesome, dude.
And then he hits him once and gets his fucking ass kicked.
Well, yeah, but he got him in his fucking in that artery underneath his bicep, man. Fucking slammed right underneath his arm, and then and he's still tethered to fucking Two-Face, so it's like shit. He threw shurikens in his fucking face, man.
And he's cutting up the other guys too.
So this guy's fucked up though. His one arm is all fucking bloody and like, you know, he's bleeding from it. And his other arm with the gun attached. This is KG Beast now. You know, it's all like smoking and, you know, and they were still fucking tethered. And then you got fucking Duke coming through. Fucking great, man. So fucking great. Loving Duke's suit in this. Love the art. I'm loving the fucking art of this comic. Wait, and then what do we get? The Royal Flush Gang, a.k.a. Mess.
Yeah, what the fuck are they, dude? And then KGB just fucking explodes
fucking them. Mess. I love it. He's just throwing everyone in here, being like, let's just... And then, so remember the last one was like, he was like, mess. When he flipped the car, and now it's like, mess. It's because they needed someone to clean up the mess, he said. I love it, man. Then quick little scene with the Penguin and his fucking guys, and they're like, we're not going to be able to pay for this guy. And then, you know, some stupid redneck hunters fucking making fun of him, and he fucking burns them to fucking crisp or whatever, you know? I really enjoyed the story between, like, the backstory where he lets Duke in, and he's like, check this out. And he goes over the whole thing, like I just said, with the flashback. But the best part is that shot at the end of that one page when he's done telling him, he's like, it changed me, it changed my life, meaning that he most likely would have become Batman, but he would have been a very different Batman.
Yeah.
And that shot is just very, very reminiscent of his dad, because his dad used guns, you know, in the Flashpoint storyline. But dude, that bat symbol on his chest is so dope. Love it. He's got like the one red eye for like the I guess that's like, I mean, obviously he probably has two eyes, but I'm saying like it's like that.
It's probably like the targeting.
Yeah, dude, it's like dead eye, dead shot. Yeah, so like I said, he so they're headed out underneath the sewers in some, you know, really cool bat boat. And Harvey wakes up, they get ambushed by some fucking sick looking motherfuckers. Those fucking guys look sick, right? They're his Two-Face goons, because you see how one side is like dark and the other side's all like colorful and shit. Like, so fucking dope. And and they have like these big lances. Like, what? I was like, who the fuck? What the hell?
It was funny because right before they showed up, he was talking about how they looked like eyes in the tunnel.
Yeah. He's like, these are weird.
Eyes
He's like,
in the
these
dark,
look like
and then
fucking
it's
eyes.
like,
Yeah.
and he said, oh wait, no. Duke says they look like that. Okay, I thought it was Batman.
No,
okay,
Batman explained that it was the first people to use this, to use mica in the whole country.
Yeah. So yeah. And then right after Duke says that, he's like, "Uh-oh, they are fucking eyes."
Really cool how they come down, like, "Oh shit." Dude,
lances, like they're jousting.
Yeah, dude, I'm scared, man. I'm upset for Batman. What the fuck, man? What does this mean? He's got
fucking blinded.
That's bullshit, man. You know? I don't know.
Mile marker 222. Angel numbers. Good luck.
Dude. So yeah, this fucking just brutal. The blood, the gore, the fighting, like just fucking brutal, man. I love it. I'm enjoying this fucking comic so much. Let's go real quick to the Curse Wheel Part 3. Not into this as much, only because I feel it's like a little slow, but we're getting Duke's backstory, so it's good. But
yeah, I think that's the best way. That's like the best way for them to really give us this backstory, because they can't really do it in the Batman series right now. There's too much going on. Like there's. So I think they
found this opportunity to get it. Yeah, and I like it. Don't get me wrong, I do like it. I just felt like it was going a little too slow. But here's the rub. I'm fucking confused, and maybe because I don't pay that much attention to it. But so the girl that they saved, she was really the girl that Zsasz was after. But
I was confused here too.
But then all of a sudden she says Duke finds out that it's really her. Like, she's the one that made it so that girl could get killed or hurt or whatever, because she knew Zsasz was after her or something. I don't fucking know. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's what Duke figured out. But look, it's just cool that we get to see Duke using his weapons, and we get to see him being a detective. So I guess that's the main point. I kind of don't really care. I just want to see Duke be Duke, I guess, see what he's up to, and it's a little weak for me. I don't know. It's just a little weird. I don't know. But not really, but it is. I don't know. Maybe I just don't really care too much about it, I guess.
That's cool though.
In the way that I care about the other part, because here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing. You come from something like this where Batman gets fucking blinded, and then it slows, and then you come down to here. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it was like I wish I read this first and then read that part. You know what I'm saying? But look, not like it's not that it's not good, because it's still good. It's still fucking good. And like I said, I'm loving Duke's yellow fucking shit, dude. His bike, his fucking helmet, his fucking weapons. Fucking loving it. Love that fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I guess that's it for this, for All-Star. I mean,
it sounds about good for that.
Yeah, so good. I'm so fucking happy that we started reading this one. It's just so goddamn good. And I can't wait to see KGB in action again when Batman's ready to fight this dude, But now he's blind, so what the hell? Like, the stakes just keep getting raised and raised and raised. I'd love to see this animated. This would make an amazing animated fucking movie, right?
Hell yeah.
Okay, time to move on to our next comic, and that's going to be Batman Beyond. And this is Rebirth. It says, I hate that they say number 1. It's not number 1. Because you're not going to get a Rebirth number 2. It's just,
well, they have to put a number on it.
I guess they should do 0 then. Why did they put fucking 0? Anyway, yeah. So which cover did you get? Is this our new thing? Just ask you which cover.
This was another one that was difficult because they were both awesome. I got the one where it's just him it's kind of like the Blue Beetle cover that I got. It was just a white background.
Yeah, no, I like that one. I like it. I like seeing.
I like the simplicity. Yeah, I like the simplicity.
He just looks like a maniac. I love that one. Okay, guys. So, I was gonna say Blue Beetle, Batman Beyond Rebirth. Yeah, I mean, you guys probably know who. I was gonna say Terry Crews. What's his name? Terry McGinnis.
Terry McGinnis.
And so my first introduction to Batman Beyond was the comic. I'm sorry, the cartoon after the animated series ended, and they started the Batman Beyond series. And I didn't watch too much of that, unfortunately, but I did kind of like it because I was like the future. Like, I'm not ready for the future. And it was like Batman trying to, he wanted to retire, but he needed someone to keep going. Like, I was like, oh shit. So if you don't know the story, Terry McGinnis is a young man who,
which, by the way, the way they rehashed it in here when he's telling the backstory is pretty much exactly how it went down in the cartoon.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So that's why,
which was really fucking cool, especially because the last Batman Beyond series that just ended was Tim Drake,
right?
And then I think Terry McGinnis got the man right at the end or some shit like that.
Okay,
it was something like that. I don't know. I have to go back and read it. I got like the first 4 or 5 issues of it. It was a monthly one back in the day, but it was cool that they put all that in there because, it made it easy for, I guess, people to catch
And
on.
It was a good refresher for me because I remembered that after reading it. I'm like, oh shit. they so basically they're being chased by the Joker's posse because the Joker's supposed to be dead at this point, and but this group decides that they want to continue on in his name, so they call themselves the Jokers with a Z. And Terry and his girlfriend Dana Tan were they were being chased and attacked, and then Bruce Wayne shows up. They end up, I guess they're over by what? But I guess it was over by Wayne Manor or something. And Bruce Wayne shows up and lays these guys to waste. And but then he's hurt or something. So Terry brings him back to his house, finds the Batcave. He talks to the kid and he's like, "Hey, listen, do you want to be Batman?" and whatever. So he ends up being Batman. So that's what happens. And
he actually said. He said like no, you know.
Well, no. At first, Terry did say no. He refused. Oh no. He was asked, but he also asked Batman to put the suit back on.
Yeah.
And he said no.
Batman refused.
He refused.
And then Terry's dad was killed, and his house was ransacked and shit.
So then Terry came back and he said, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm fucking Batman."
He stole that shit, and Bruce Wayne was like, "What the fuck?" But then, they ended up.
Oh, that's right. He did. He stole it, and then he went, and then he was like, "Yeah, I guess you're good."
Yeah, because Bruce Wayne, he's not gonna just let it happen.
Right. The main thing I remember from the comic is that him talking the kid through it, like talking the kid through.
Yeah.
Like him flying around the city and being like, "All right, listen, you have to do this and you have to this," and he's like, "I know what I'm doing. Leave me alone." That's what I remember. So that was we get the backstory. And then the whole main part of the story was that Terry McGinnis, we see new Batman, bust through the stupid Joker kid. They hijack the school bus essentially. Batman stops it. And then later on after the mess, he wants to interrogate them, but they take these cyanide pills to basically kill themselves so they can not talk. Barbara Gordon is Commissioner Gordon now, I believe, right? And which is interesting because shouldn't she be in a wheelchair? I'm missing something here. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's.
Or maybe it's not Barbara Gordon. I
don't think that is.
Her name is just Barbara. Then
that would be too shy. I don't know.
I don't remember that.
She seems a little too young. She seems a little too young.
Yeah, because Barbara would be okay. So whoever this is, her name is Barbara, and she's the commissioner. Okay, and the reason I thought it was Barbara Gordon is because he talks to her.
Is Barbara Gordon.
I think it might be because he says.
But I don't think it's Oracle Barbara Gordon. I think maybe it's like Oracle's daughter or something. I don't know because
maybe
she looks too young. Because I think
Plus
Oracle
it's way in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oracle's supposed to be around Bruce Wayne's age. Give or take like
a
10
little.
years.
No, she's a little. She's a
that.
little younger. A little younger.
Yeah, but she should be older than that.
But anyway, yeah. So I think this is a Gordon because they both know that Bruce was Batman. So why would they know that?
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously Terry does, but you know what I mean. So anyway, so then we cut to his girlfriend, and his girlfriend basically just gets kidnapped by the Jokers. He's moving into a new place, I guess, with his younger brother, and finds out that his girlfriend was taken, and hunts her down, fights this huge Bane like Joker monster, right? That's Bane juice, right? That's got to be Bane juice. He's got the backpack. It's plugged into him.
Yeah,
I think we're going to find out that that's Bane juice, and maybe Bane will be part of this situation. But we come to find out that the guy who's heading up this whole Joker's gang in the name of the Joker is this guy named Carter Wilson. Who he calls himself. He goes by the handle Terminal now, and he's got like a straitjacket on. He looks all fucking freaky. And at the very end, we find out that they are keeping the Joker alive. They're trying to raise him from the dead. They said, I'm the man raising from the dead the Joker. So, and that's a buff ass Joker. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck yeah,
that's a buff ass Joker. So, there you go. That's the setup. We get our introduction to Terry as Batman. We get the main type of villain for right now. We've got a little reason why they're doing what they're doing, and it says definitely to be continued. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I I have not had exposure to Batman Beyond, since I was younger and the show was on. So I'm looking forward to reading this. This is going to probably be one of the ones that we read. Is it monthly or by?
Yeah, it's probably monthly. Yeah, that's what the last series was. And not to mention, this was on the rack that's like older than 2 weeks old, and another issue wasn't there. So that's why I asked you if there was more than one.
No. Okay.
I'm pretty sure this one's going to be monthly. Yeah, that was my exact fucking reaction. Dude,
and our monthlies are we're getting overrun with our monthlies. So I just wanted to really quickly, just a couple things. The scene where he finds a bat cave and you see all the bat suits, Robin's, Batman's, Batgirl's, or Batwoman's, I don't even know at this point, and Nightwing's, you know what I mean? Like, where are all of they in this? Like, where's a Robin? Where's the Batgirl? Or woman? Where's Nightwing?
I'm sure we'll see, depending where this goes.
I just like it. I like the whole future thing, because I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Where will all these people be? Because we're reading about what's going on now, and where are all these guys going to be, you know? So anyway, what else? You got anything else?
No, that's about it.
It's pretty good, right?
I'll definitely be following this one.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I like it. I like the characters. I like the fighting. I like his fighting style. Yeah, I like it, man. Definitely fun. It's a rebirth, so.
And now when I could take a picture of this cover with my Batman Beyond pop, and it would look awesome. So
oh yeah, cool. do it, man. Get that content up there, definitely. And let's move on to the next one, which is The Flash #8. So you said earlier that you had the cover that has the arrow that says "Introducing the new Kid Flash."
Yeah, because again, it seemed like a really old school thing, you know.
Yeah,
to me anyway, I feel like that's something that that would be on like a cover, you know, way back in the day, like introducing this person or introducing this villain or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I like it. I definitely.
Not to mention, I like the fact that there was two Godspeeds running around them at the same time. I thought that was awesome.
I know, because it's fucking dope. Who is the fastest man alive? Guys, #8. If you remember from the last one, Godspeed is speeding his way to Iron Heights to kill Zoom for the Flash, and the Flash is
just right there, that page straight up. Right in the beginning, the 2-page spread that it says old friends. The one that says old friends, and he fucking Godspeed's running away from him, and he can't really catch up. That fucking shot is awesome. All these fucking shots are. The whole next 2 pages are fucking awesome, man. Just like lightning everywhere and shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, DG Domenico is a fucking genius. I love this fucking.
There's
I was
so much lightning, but it's not overwhelming. It's like amazing.
Dude, I was like, I really wanted to meet him at Comic-Con, but he wasn't there. I didn't see his name on the list in Artist Alley, and I was like, damn it, I really wanted to meet him and get a print signed by him. But anyway, I digress. So, guys, what happens in this one is, as they're running to, first off, we get a quick little flashback, which I kind of figured we would go into, and it just goes over how he's like, you know, Barry, you wouldn't. He's like, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't go. Why haven't you done that yet? Why haven't you gone and killed the people that wronged you? And he's like, because that's not what I fucking do, man. He's like, I don't know if I could do that if I were you. And lo and behold, he couldn't do that. So the Flash finds a way to slow him down, and he's about to get his ass beat again by Godspeed split again and was going to go do what he wanted to do at Iron Heights while holding off the Flash. And then Kid Flash, Wally West, shows up. Boom! He manifests his damn suit. They beat Godspeed, and they get him in holding and shit. And then we have Wally West telling Iris that he's Kid Flash, and then we go ahead and the Flash thinks back to the original Wally West and how it was really good to have a new Wally West, and they have the same heart, and very, very cool that he's like, you know what, I have to realize when I need to ask for help, and he asks for help, and he got the help, and now he's training the Kid Flash in the right way, and at the very end we get Mina, a ghost of Mina, show up. Says thank you to Barry.
But you see, I saw that too, but then I was like, wait a minute, like what color was Mina's lightning when she ran?
I don't know, because but we don't really see lightning here though.
The tracks that are on the ground right there with all the lightning.
Oh yeah, there are.
That's
tracks
fucking
there.
Godspeed's color, dude.
Yellow, yeah, she was purpley.
That's what I'm saying. That's fucking Godspeed. So maybe
but that's a woman, though.
I mean, we don't know that. Maybe that's just what he thinks he fucking heard.
Those are
you
woman
know,
lips. Those are some. Okay, so maybe it's not. Maybe it's not Mina. But whoever it is, this is what I thought. At first, I thought maybe it like her ghost, but meaning inside, like there's still part of her spirit in the Speed Force. Like we have yet to see,
like caught in Speed Force. Purgatory,
yeah, and that's what I thought. So I thought maybe that's what was going on. But then you're right. Once you pointed that out to me, I'm like, oh,
what if Godspeed made a clone of himself before he was put in jail and shit?
But that's a woman though. That's a woman. I don't know, man. Ooh,
I mean, but
intriguing.
that what we see there could just be the depiction of what he thought he heard. You know what I mean, or what he thought he saw, or whatever the case. You know?
Maybe that is the case. I don't know. I guess we'll be finding out. But all right, so I'll say it every goddamn time. I love this fucking art. This is by far my favorite art style. This is by far one of my favorite comics. This comic has not stopped delivering for me.
It really hasn't.
It is absolutely fantastic. I love the story. I like Barry Allen better than I ever have. I love the Speed Force stuff. I love that it's not outdoing itself, like it's not overstretching its boundaries in like explaining things or putting things out there. It's still kind of contained. I love the fact that Barry's trying to do these to be the best he can be. Then he's got other people working with him, and I love the new Wally West. I think he's a really cool kid. I'm glad he's decided to make his decision. I love his color because red is my favorite color. I love his color. I will not say anything bad about this freaking comic. I'm loving this. This is literally my favorite. And this is like one of the first ones we started with, but this is like this is my top 3 right now.
Oh yeah.
And will most likely, if not my number 1. But I'm loving All-Star Batman. It's so damn good. And not to mention other non-DC properties. Anyway, so then he goes and he talks to, this is important to mention that after that whole incident where he captures August, he goes to talk to him and explains to him that that the guy he killed isn't the killer. Yeah. And he's like, are you fucking kidding me, man? And then he's like, but then he goes on to tell him, of course, now he's got to say some dumb shit to Barry. August has to say some dumb shit where he's like, I can still feel the connection, and I can still feel the others, and blah, blah, blah. And, well, there's other things going on, man, okay? Because the black hole isn't what you think, and Carver wasn't the head of it. He was just one of the generals, and blah, blah, blah. He's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, don't worry about it. When I need a favor, I'll let you know. I was like, you stupid asswipe. You're going to be a dick now? You dick. You're
going to be a fucking dick nose about it. Yeah.
I do want to mention, I never remember this girl's name, but the young girl with the pink hair, with the pink highlights.
Oh, shit, I forgot now, too.
She gave up her powers, and it looks like she may still have them, so maybe she kept a little for herself.
Yeah, right.
Wait, she didn't give up her powers, actually. That got...
No, she did, but willingly, right?
No, but as she was doing it... No, but as she was doing it, he came in, like, at the end of the last issue, Godspeed
that's true.
Zoomed through. So she still has her powers, I think. Because obviously she's, like, shaking her hand. So, but, August was making a point saying that all these people are fucking happy to have normal lives again and stuff. But, you took my shit away from me. So Wally West telling Iris that, he's... that she is his role model, and I thought that was really cool. Alec, what happened to his uncle?
Whose uncle?
Wally West's uncle got speed powers and shows her.
That I don't know. That kind of looks like an anti-Flash or something like that.
Yeah, guys, if you know about that, could you let us know? I mean, I'm sure we'll find out, but if you guys want to let us know in a comment type of form on any of our things that we do, let us know, because that'd be fun. So I don't know. So I don't know about that. So a lot of things. I love the way this is being written. I love the way it's drawn. Can I tell you, I just want to be the Flash. I just want to be in this world. Like, I just love this world. You know what I mean? So damn good. Oh, and so the next issue, it said Kid Flash of Two Worlds. Like, I want him to go back to Wally. Like, the original Wally. I want them to meet. He says, you guys are going to have to meet. He says at one point.
Yeah, the original Wally's working with the Titans.
He's with the
figure out.
And
he
calls him. You see, now he calls him. What did he call him? Bless you. He called him Wally West of the Titans, is what he calls him now. But Here's the other cool thing. He says, there are still things I need to investigate. Who is the real leader of the black hole? Where is Mina? What happened with the other Wally West? And how is it connected with the button Batman has? Boom. There you go. Where was that this whole fucking time? You know what I'm saying? We still have to get into that whole sheboingin', which may, at the end of all of these runs, culminate into like a big crossover thing, maybe? Is that something?
It will.
That would happen?
It will. Yeah, definitely.
So
definitely.
I'm looking forward to
they're,
that shit.
They're not going to go right into the ultimate overall storyline. They're going to do, what comics usually do. Everyone's going to have their separate things going on. They're all going to be handling their shit. And then right at the end, it's gonna have this big cool, like the Rebirth storyline. I'm guessing is essentially just gonna be a way that's gonna bring everything to a close in a good way.
Right.
Maybe lead into the next,
whatever the next thing.
Yeah,
is,
like there was New 52, then there's Rebirth, and then there'll be the next whatever the fucking ultimate name that they give it.
Yeah. Well, either way, I'm glad that they brought that back a little bit, just to be like, guys, hey, listen, we haven't forgot about that. That is still a thing, so we're gonna. We'll get to it eventually. And just, how we love the lightning effects. Dude, look at the last page. I'm sorry, the third to last page with the overhead shot of Wally running on the treadmill. In those two panels, one is the Flash standing there watching Wally, who's engulfed in his red Speed Force. And then look at Barry, whose yellow Speed Force is, you see how it's going off the page? And then you look, and it's attached to that big metal thing. So And if you notice, whenever they're near metal things, the Speed Force is crackling off of that.
Yeah, yeah.
This is fucking great, man. This is fucking great. That's Placencia, right? He's the colorist? Just fucking
I think so, yeah.
Awesome, man. So good. Like, what a great fucking team, Ivan Placencia, man. Fucking Carmine and Ivan. I think those are our two favorite dudes,
Hell yeah.
Fuck, man. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so is that about it? Is there anything else you noticed that you wanted to just throw out there?
That's about it for Flash.
I thought he snapped his motherfucking neck, dude. I'm going to be honest. When he grabbed him, I thought he...
And then he pulled some Batman shit. He's like, no, I just knocked him out.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, you snapped his fucking neck. Heroes don't kill. We find a better way. So I was like, oh, okay, great, damn. Just real quick, honorable mention, how he says he's got to stay in fucking Godspeed's slipstream to fucking keep up with him. I thought that was fucking dope, that was cool. Man. And he's got to drift. He's like, he needs to stay behind him to catch his draft, but that's what they call a slipstream, right? So when you're in like an Indy 500 race, you stay behind the guy in the lead or something like that, and you can maintain a speed with them or some shit like that. So it's all very scientific, Barry. So I love how Barry, especially in this issue, is really like it's about the science of it. Like he tells Kid Flash, I'm not just gonna teach you how to harness these powers and get faster, but you need to learn the science behind it. That's smart. That's what you should do, So anyway, I think that's it. It's just fucking great. So good, so good, so good. So why don't we just move on now to one of Alex's favorite, apparently, because I think he's really loving this one. It's Steve Rogers.
I fucking was until they decided to, for some fucking God knows what reason, do the 20th fucking Civil War II crossover. No,
hold on. Well, guys, we're talking about Steve Rogers, Captain America. Steve Rogers, Captain America #5. Let me explain.
I was liking it.
No. I'll explain, and it's making more sense to me, guys. What happens in issue #5 is we know Steve Rogers has his own agenda. He's saved the life of Eric Selvig, who is supposed to be killed by Steve Rogers or whatever. And
there's a lot of stuff that I do obviously follow, but it seems like there's other shit that's like
okay. I'll let me try and clear it up for you. Okay, this is what happens in this comic. We know that Steve Rogers wants to kill Red Skull and do his own type of Hydra. Not really head it, be the head of it, but wants it. He because of his new past that Cobra gave to him in his head that we're constantly getting this flashback shit. Okay, he wants the Hydra that was supposed to be, not what Red Skull's made it. So he wants to assassinate Red Skull. But so what happens is he finds out about Ulysses, who is the new Inhuman that has the power to see the future, but it's very iffy, and that's what the new Civil War, at least in the beginning, was about. This kid's powers. Captain Marvel wanted to use it. Tony Stark was afraid of it.
Right there, that whole scene right there. When he's there with the team, where are they? What are they doing? Red Skull's watching him on a computer. Who? Why? Like, where is he? Like, what is all that shit?
Where's Red Skull watching him on a computer?
It's literally like the fifth page of this shit. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It's the fourth page.
The fourth.
Yeah, they're at like this. It's like this shield like gathering, and like Red Skull's there for some reason. They're sitting at a computer.
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. So this is all right. So this is okay. So this comic is a bridge. Okay, this comic is the bridge. If you're not following, this is where it gets a little fucking stupid. Okay, because if you're not following the Civil War comic, you're not gonna fucking really know what's going on. And I'm telling you, I feel like the little bit that they're giving you about the Civil War storyline is not enough. Okay, so this is what happens. All the heroes are all at this party in Sokovia, right? And this is when they find out about Ulysses. This is when the Inhumans and Captain Marvel present this kid to everyone. All right, this kid Ulysses was made from this terraria, or whatever the hell mist it was, the Terrigen mist, whatever mist. It passes over people, and if you have latent mutant abilities, it'll bring them out, and then you get turned into what they call Inhuman, right? So, but he's got the power to see the future. They fought Darkseid. Darkseid is DC, right? No, I'm sorry, Apocalypse popped in. They fought Apocalypse because he saw Apocalypse coming to get the gem, the moon gem, whatever the fuck it's called, the space gem. What the fuck is it called? Kubrick, whatever the fuck she is, the cube, cosmic cube. And basically what happens is so we're finding out, because this scene already happened in the Civil War. Alec, a lot of these things that you're seeing with all the other people are all from the Civil War storyline. So you have that party scene when they meet Ulysses. You have the scene where you saw when they're fighting Apocalypse or whatever. That's Apocalypse, isn't it? I think that's Apocalypse. Anyway, they're fighting him. You see when they're when he's gonna go and like kill the kid in the middle of the night, but Iron Man shows up. All of this. Also when you see Hawkeye. Hawkeye kills Bruce Banner. Okay, then you see him on trial. Then you see the She-Hulk angry because they find out that Hawkeye killed Bruce Banner.
Have you been talking this whole time?
Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't hear you for the past like 5 minutes.
No, your headset sucks. So that's all right. Everyone else heard me. So I was just explaining that all these scenes are from the Civil War comic, from the storyline, and it's just
that's my
showing.
Point. That makes it like
no. But listen, it's just showing that underneath all of that, Captain America Steve Rogers was trying to do this whole plan underneath all this crazy shit. So look, I'm still kind of fucking confused, but I get it now. It makes a little more sense, and we're getting in between. He's pretending to still be with the Red Skull. Meanwhile he's trying to take down the Red Skull. You can see that some of the shit that happened in Civil War was orchestrated by Steve Rogers, like that girl that with the empty briefcase, and they said that they basically had pretended that there was some Hydra shit going on. They did that just to like basically test if that kid Ulysses was right all the time. And dude, it's fucking confusing. I mean, it's okay for me because I'm reading Civil War, although I'm probably like 2 issues behind at this point. Yeah, but it's confusing. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think about it? I mean, I kind of just don't even want to. I mean, they show Steve Rogers at the end impaled on some stuff, and Spider-Man, the Morales Spider-Man, right? That's his name, Morales. Fuck, like I don't know, man. It is what it is. So, I mean, well, I'll keep reading it to see what goes on, but we made this. I don't know.
Why can't it be just regular Captain America? Why does it only have to?
Well, because now they're this whole big.
The first 3 issues were fine.
Because that's the whole point. The whole thing was the fact that Hydra. I get it. I do like it. I'm not going to say I don't like it, but listen,
I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do, but I just think it's like, why make it to where every single fucking Marvel storyline is in the same arc? That kind of makes it hard, you know? Like, that's the whole point, is not you can't really follow every comic, you know? So it's like,
I mean, I totally agree with you, man. The Civil War II storyline, it's too much. I don't know why it's so big. And like I said, I'm like 2 issues behind. But some of the other podcasts I listen to, a couple of, I got people are reading it and they're like, yeah, it kind of dropped off. It was about this one thing, and now it's like, I don't even know what it's really about anymore, because it's not about this kid anymore, and that the line isn't drawn, and now it's just about who's on whose team, and it's like, and I'm kind of like, I don't know. So listen, we'll maybe if they're gonna keep intertwining it, because if I don't read the Civil War, I won't know. I won't know what's going to happen in the next issue then. You know what I mean? And I don't like not knowing that stuff. It's one thing if it's like something from years ago, but if it's like something that's ongoing, so I agree with you, man. Steve, this may end up fucking getting dropped from our roster for a little while, and like we revisit it later, like Green Arrow, which we have not gone back to. Unfortunately. But anyway, I don't know. You want to stop? You want to stop talking about this one?
Yeah. Green Arrow. I forgot about that.
Okay. Why don't we just go to the next issue, the last issue we're going to talk about, from Image Comics, Kill or Be Killed #3. This is mine and Alex, one of our favorite fucking comics, and it's so different than any of the other comics that we're reading.
It's so real world, man.
It's definitely
so
real world,
real,
guys. Again, if you don't remember what this is one of our demonic ones that we read, where this kid is. One night he tried to kill himself, and this demon showed up and said, "Listen, if you want to keep living, I'm going to need you to, kill people." It was it once a month.
Much like Lucas Stand.
What?
Much like Lucas Stand.
Much like Lucas Stand, only a more solitary story.
Different
Lucas
aesthetic
Stand,
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like different circumstances, but the outlying idea of they basically died and were saved by a demon that's making them work for them, kind of thing.
Right,
making them kill for them in a way. Like,
right. And what's great about this, especially this particular comic, so in the last issue, he killed his first person, and it was the older brother of one of his friends who had molested his friend, the younger brother, when they were kids, and when thinking of who to kill, he had to go ahead and be like, oh shit, who am I going to do? And then this memory came to him, like, oh yeah, I think my friend was molested by his own brother. Maybe I'll go back and kill that guy. So he ends up going back to his mom's house, gets his dad's gun, and he kills the guy. So this is the aftermath of that, and how he's going back and forth in his head like, oh my God, what did I just do? Is this real? Was that demon really real? Was I really sick? But my arm's broken, so maybe it was real, and this and that. And you see him go throughout his day. He's a student in the city, so a college student. So he's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Come to find out that this man, and he's reading the next morning, he's reading all the news articles about this guy that was slain, shot, and no witnesses, and blah blah blah, and then towards the end of the issue, come to find out you come to find out that the man actually was part of this big sex ring, right?
Yeah, a child sex ring.
The murder victim linked to child sex ring. So all his doubts, all his, on the fence, wishy-washy, BS goes right out the window. And he says it in the comic. It says, there it is, vindication. So knowing that, all right, he did do something good, even though it's like, because a demon told him to do it, but he did do something good. Now, in between all this is Kira, who has been flirting with him. They've been making out. I don't even remember if they had sex or I don't think they had sex yet. But they've been
I don't think so.
They've been making out, and his best friend, it's his best friend's girlfriend, but this has been his friend, like one of Alex's best friend for the whole, like for a long time. So in between all that, we're seeing how, they finally get to have this talk, and they're talking, and she's discussing about her seeing her therapist, and her therapist is trying to, give her psychosis, and she's like, listen, we're going to probably have to stop this because it's probably just me being a destructive jerk and this and that. And he's like, well, I'm going to be your friend still and this and that. And, so she's going through her whole thing. Come to find out her backstory, which, by the way, I want to mention that I love these side panels with the text in them.
Yeah, that's very Sin City. I don't know if you ever read
Yeah.
Sin
Oh
City.
yeah,
But Sin
absolutely,
City had a lot
absolutely.
of that shit in
And
there.
I love it, because it's so great. It's that you're looking at that one thing. Come to find out that Kira's mom was married a bunch of times, and it turns out that Kira's mom would always try to change like a chameleon to hide herself behind her new husband's image. So like one of them, husband number 2 was into sailing, so he used to go to Martha's Vineyard. Husband number 4 was a Republican, so she was into that. Husband number 3 was a swinger, so she would go ahead and they'd have these swinger parties, like these big orgies at the house, and Kira would go and sit on the steps and watch them, so that could end up being why she has this weird unconventional idea of sex and relationships, right? That where she can sleep with one guy but like be into another guy and whatever. So that was the whole underlying thing. And at the very end, when he gets his quote unquote vindication, he says it feels like, it's like, wow, okay, all right, okay, so this is real. I'm doing this. I'm going to embrace it. So at the end, he kind of embraces it. He takes Kira shooting at the gun range. This guy's a crack shot, headshots. You know what I mean? Expert marksman badge. You know what I mean? And he's like, oh, damn, okay, She's like, how come you're so good at this? He's like, I don't know. So basically we can see now once he's embraced, he's going to get these, you think, like supernatural powers? Maybe? Something,
yeah, maybe.
We do see the demon makes an appearance in the middle of the comic as he's being all wishy-washy about things and, has this image of seeing himself inside a glass display and then himself shooting himself. He's like, yeah, it happened. I'm going to tell you about it because it happened. I know it's stupid, but it happened. Very end of the comic, he's making out with Kira, and then all of a sudden they show up at the apartment. I think maybe they were probably going to go and have sex. Turns out that Mason, her boyfriend, his best friend, is home early from business or whatever, and he's like, hey, come on, let's go bang. And he's all like, Alex is like, you know what, whatever, I've got work to do. And then it goes, and he's on his computer looking at crime blotter on like online or something, you know what I'm saying? So he's looking for his next thing. So we have the first 2 issues were like, is this happening? Oh my God, this is happening. I'm going to do this thing. I did this thing. Holy shit. Turns out there's some vindication. And then now he's all in, I think, now he's in it.
Yeah.
He's probably going to go ahead and do something about his roommate being like, she's either going to not break up with him or he's going to make it. But right now he's like, I don't really want my life to blow up right yet because I have some work to do. So that'll probably happen later. I don't know. I like it. I definitely like where this is going. Like you mentioned earlier, it's one of the realest that we're reading. I mean, this is like obviously set in a real city. It's real people type, situation. And I love it. I'm really, really enjoying this comic. Especially since it's different than everything else we're reading, and definitely different from Lucas Stand in that.
That's what's fucking great about Image. Every single series that I've been reading from them is different. Like they're all some shit that I've never seen before, and it's great. That's why now I don't even fucking hesitate when I see an awesome looking cover with a name I never heard of and it's from Image. I'm like, oh, I bought it. Especially also because their issues are like fucking 1,000,000 pages long. And there's still only $3.99. If you get a fucking issue with this many pages as one issue of Killer Be Killed has, made from Marvel or DC, you're looking at like fucking $5-6 a fucking issue. Like it's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah,
but they keep that shit cheap. And like Surgeon X was fucking huge, and that shit's still $3.99.
Okay, so why don't we move on? I guess we're done with this. Guys, go read this comic. I hope you're reading it. If you are, let us know. Please let us know on Instagram, on YouTube, or wherever the hell you're listening to us. Let us know if you're reading this because, let's talk about it. I fucking love this comic. It's so good. So why don't we move on to You Should Read. Let's just get into that because I know you have a whole bunch of things that you want to tell me about. So go ahead. You mentioned Surgeon X. Go for it.
Yeah. Above all, Surgeon X, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. That's the shit. Basically, it's like it's in 2036, and it's not necessarily apocalyptic yet, but it's getting there. Like there's like 9 or 10 million people dying from illnesses a year, and antibiotics are so fucking they're wearing so thin that they're starting to put systems in place to decide who is eligible to get treatment. So basically, if you're sick. If you're sick as fuck and you need penicillin, and they're like, oh, well, you see, she's disabled and you're overweight. They'd be like, okay, well, you're not qualified to get the penicillin over this guy over here who's still healthy and has X amount of years on his life. You know what I mean? So they literally, like, they're literally telling people, nope, sorry, you got to die because this person over here is more eligible. And it's you know, it's throwing everything into fucking chaos. So like what happens in the first issue is there's like,
well, don't tell me, because if we end up talking about
I'm just giving you outlying little things.
Right, yeah.
You know, like there's, you know, that like they're trying to choose a new mayor, and one guy's a doctor and he's like, no, we have to treat everyone we can, and the other guy's like, no, we need this. You know, we need to you know, basically he say we need to fucking discriminate who we give medicine to. And it's, you know, like right outside this whole thing, they're starting, you know, it's starting riots, and there's bombings happening in the world and stuff like that. And so like there's a lot of fucking shit like surrounding this story. There's a lot of stuff, you know, going on. And I know you like that. Good. I know you like that alternate timeline future type of shit, like Equilibrium and stuff. I know you like that kind of shit.
Yeah, definitely.
So I definitely think this is something you'd be into.
Damn it. Okay.
And again, it's image. So it's like, you know it's going to be fucking great.
Perhaps we will read about that. And you also, we mentioned it earlier, but you picked up not Perfect Dark.
Twisted Dark,
right. So I think I'm going to have to read that. And
yeah, you got to read that too. You definitely have to read that. I got Cannibal from Image is another one. That's basically there was this widespread disease that they like regulated a cure for it. You know, they found the cure, but one of the terrible side effects of this cure was it made people cannibals.
That's insane.
And it's kind of like zombies, only they're normal people. It could be me or you. They just have an appetite for human flesh.
That's insane, though.
Exactly.
That's a crazy ass idea.
But the fucked up thing is they're all knowing and all conscious of this. So these people are fucking eating human beings, but then crying about it and like hating themselves about it. And like, I'm sorry, while they're fucking eating them. Like, it's fucking sick, dude.
Oh, I gotta read that too.
Yeah, it takes place in Florida. So it's like a bunch of rednecks and shit like that. It's cool. It's really fucking cool, dude. Like,
we're not saying
image,
Florida's full of rednecks, but we do. But let's be honest, there are some rednecks in Florida. There's rednecks out by us too in New York. But let's not, spade's a spade. Crazy. Well, I think that's enough. You should read. I don't have anything, to be honest. I've been really busy working on the other YouTube stuff I'm doing, so I have not had a chance to get into anything. So
yeah, above anything, if I'm gonna push one thing on you,
Surgeon
X. Surgeon X definitely, but also Twisted Dark. I definitely think. Only because I know us talking about it is going to be awesome.
Yeah, well, if we do that, because it's such a big thing, it's volumes. They're graphic novels. That's going to be we'll do a separate thing. Well, I know we've been threatening to do a Batman episode, a Batman movie episode, a Batman animated episode, and now we're threatening to do a Twisted Dark episode where we just talk about that. So that's all probably coming down the pike. Plus, we're going to have another interview episode. We'll probably get our friend Wesley back on here.
Yeah, he was talking to you about bringing us on to his show too.
Oh, Wesley? Yeah. So our friend DC Universe Picks on Instagram, go check him out. He started a podcast. His I believe the link to his YouTube channel. It's a short. It's only right now. It's just him talking about some stuff. He talks about not specifics. Like he doesn't go into like depth and like we do on this one, but it's a nice quick little like a quick podcast if you want to just get some info on some comics and stuff. And so he's got that going on. We're probably going to pop in on his every so often too. So go check him out. DC Universe Picks _ between the words on Instagram. Pretty sure he's got the YouTube channel up in his bio and his profile there. So go check him out. Guys, if you want to check us out, additionally from wherever you're listening to us, if you're on iTunes, if you wouldn't mind, if you could just give us a little review, throw some words towards us, maybe a few stars if you like this. If you like what we're doing here, if you like how we do things here, please, that would be awesome. That would help us. It would help the podcast grow. Tell your friends. If they're into this stuff, tell somebody about it. If you run something like this and you do something like this, or you do Instagram, or you do stuff on YouTube or whatever, and you want to reach out to us, we'll have you on the show, and we'll cross pollinate. What? No, whatever. We'll cross examine. What? You know what I'm saying? We'll cross promo each other. We'll, we'll cross promo with you guys. So if that's something you want to do, and if you're small like we are right now, then yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Let's get together. Let's so contact us either at the Comics Noob on all the social media things, or you can get us again on iTunes if you're listening to us. Thank you. On YouTube if you're listening to us. Thank you. We're on SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, on the podcast services, wherever the hell those are. So you can get to me also. You can, if you wouldn't mind, check out at Third Person Pod on Instagram and on YouTube. Check out Third Person Podcast on YouTube. We're doing Westworld. Walking Dead's coming up, so we're going to be doing The Walking Dead real soon. We just finished Fear the Walking Dead. That's a podcast talking about. It's a video podcast talking about what's basically just a show. Talking about that type of stuff, those TV things. If you like comedy, go check out Two Punch and Me and Herman on YouTube, TOO Punch, and also Me and Herman on YouTube. That's some comedy stuff we do. And if you like gaming, check me out, Ronan1011, on all the social media things on YouTube and on Twitch. We get into some gaming stuff. Battlefield 1's coming out, and I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on that, doing some streaming and some, unlocking videos, things like that. So lots of stuff going on, guys. We've got some other things in the works. I want to thank everyone for listening to us. Again, share this, tell some people about it. If you want to work with us, please, by all means, you can get to us on any of those things, or you can email us at comicsnoob@gmail.com. That's another place you can get to us. Guys, yeah, reach out. We would love to do some stuff, trying to grow this thing. Let's, especially for us fledgling guys in this thing, let's talk about it. Let's have fun. Let's help each other grow. So yeah, good stuff. Al, you also get to Al on Instagram. And if you follow us on Instagram, I'm sure you already know, The Cult of Personality, throwing up his pops, throwing up some awesome hip hop stuff, memorabilia, I like to say. And, so check him out on Instagram. And I think that's it. Is that it? Is that a show? We're done? We did it? Number 20.
Yeah, sounds good.
You could also check us out on comicspodcast.com. That is the Comics Podcast Network. We are officially a part of them, and that's awesome. There's more other podcasting shows going on there, so check those guys out. That's awesome. And hey, if you're listening to this and you want to sponsor us, I'm all ears, literally, because I have 6 pairs of ears on my head, so I'll be willing to listen to you guys. Just throwing it out there. Anyway, that's it for us, guys. Thank you for a wonderful episode number 20, Alec. It was good stuff. We read a lot. We're going through a lot, guys. It's grown in 20 episodes in 20 weeks. It's definitely grown to we read 3 comics, and now we're up to a lot. So, yeah, let us know what you guys think. All right, so that's it. Thank you very much. We're done. So, peace out.
Adios.